Hello, support of Polarity team. Actually, in one of our hardware in loop PXI system, we have successfully moved to NI Linux RT real time. And in one of the PXI system, we have pharlap. Now, after successfully moving from pharlap to NI Linux, we were trying to deploy closed loop boost converter, the same example that was successfully running in pharlap, and we were just testing its behavior in Linux. But it is strange that the behavior of the same circuit with the same controller is a bit different over there, and it's not giving the satisfactory response in a Linux real time. I don't know why. What is the reason? Let's have a look. Actually, this is in pharlap. Now, if you see, if I make it 200 volt output voltage, now it's tracking the desired Vout process tracking the desired voltage 200 and duty cycle becomes 50%. We can see it over here. If I make output voltage 150, it will again follow what we call my desired voltage successfully. So the controller is working fine is tested here. If I give it 170, it will jump to 170. So this means that right now the boost converter is controlled by a PI controller which is operating MATLAB. All right. So let me show you the circuit quickly. Uh, right. So this is a circuit model, and this is a circuit model that is running right now. Only I am interested to see for now VDC link, which I am showing over here at the output, and let me show you the controller over here. The controller is shared project, local controller. You can see that this is the controller. All right. So right now this controller is working in pharlap, and this is giving satisfactory behavior. Okay. Same controller, now I am going to test it into the, okay, if I check it into the manual mode, in manual mode it's also working fine, 50%. If I make duty cycle 40%, it will move to 250, working fine. 50% will move to 200, it's working fine. Now after it I disconnect it, I go to configure, and I am now trying to running the same example in this PXI which is having NI Linux RT with IP address 16 in the last. I go here in controller, I select here NI Linux RT. Let's give it IP address of 16, save it, and then let's deploy it. At this stage, it should give us error. I understand it will give error because right now the controller file that was operating in file was .dll, but now it is operating in a Linux RT. It requires .so file, so it shows that the specific model is not compatible. I understand. Okay, then I go back here at configure. I go here to the simulation model. What I do is I remove this model, delete, okay. Then what I do is I add simulation model, I search over here and I give it here dot so model, bidirectional boost control. Instead of .dll, now we need to give .so because it's Linux RT. Okay, clicking OK. These are the inputs, these are the outputs. Mapping will be the same. Now I also need to connect Y04 to my output. Okay, let's disconnect and let's map it again. Simulation model bidirectional output, duty cycle, we give duty cycle to this PWM generated duty cycle. Alright, connect. And then we go to measurements, we select from here VDC link and we give it to Vout process. Vout process. Connect. Okay, save it and run it again. Okay. Alright. Now we run it. Ideal deploy. Now before running it cancel, let me take the screenshot of these parameters. I will keep it same. Though I remember these values. Okay, deploy, save. It will be ready in few seconds. Yes, target synchronization is complete. Let's give V battery 100 volt. Let's give V out desired 150 volt. Ramp rate is same as 1000 as before. P 0.008. This will be minus 0.192. Let's make duty cycle manual 50% and first mode 1. Yes, it's working in manual mode. It's working fine in manual mode. If I make it 50%, it will give 200. If I make it 40, 1 minus d 40, then it will give 250 light. It's working fine. Now if I move to mode 2, and here is the problem. See? Now basically it should go to 150 volt, but it is showing 203. So I don't know why, but it's not working in closed loop with the same parameters without changing any parameter. It should have worked, I think. But here it is not working. Let's change its value. Maybe I make it 170. Even then it's not working. Can you please guide me what is the problem? You can also remotely access our PC and our hardware. We can have a meeting on this issue, please. Thank you. Our next step will be to generate DLL files. But before generating the DLL files, ourselves for our converter circuits, we want to know why the behavior is different for pharlap and why the behavior is different for Linux, though it should not happen as far as our understanding is concerned. Thank you.